The gaming for my sanity, where I sit here and talk about all of the stuff that I have learned and accumulated over the time, and hopefully I can give y'all a little bit of information while entertaining y'all as well. But I really don't give a damn about you, so you can get the fuck out of my face. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, we be jamming here, we be chicken it. Cause I be having a lot of good information that I've like accumulated over time, because I'm an observer. That's a term I just made up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I made that shit up. But I do definitely think it's a real thing. I think if I was like a therapist, I would probably have like the proof. But being an observer has allowed me to like see a bunch of stuff that it seemed like some people know and some people don't know. But I think if you're not able to articulate, what's poppin', pimpin'? I think if you're not able to articulate yourself well, then then there ain't really no point of you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to explain shit. But for me, so the whole thing is, you know, as y'all know, I'm a rapper that game. I'm not a gamer, I'm a rapper that games. But in the pursuit of being a rapper, I've learned so much stuff just about like life. You know what's so funny? I was wondering one day, does like the person that came up with the ideas of business, you know what's funny about those? Like, to me, a lot of the concepts of business are the same concepts of like taking care of your body and like building a family. Like, they really are the exact same concepts. So much so that I'm like, I really understand almost every aspect of business better. Which is weird, because I'm from the 90s, and before business was like taboo. Like, talking about business to people sounded like you was trying to scam them, whether you was telling the truth or not. Hold on. We gotta get involved. Oh yeah, we on whatchamacallit. Hold on, y'all. You know I gotta get to it. Who is this? Yo, can I play? You want to play? You sure? Why not? Sure. Why the French toast not? Hey, I don't know if that's a good thing or not yet. Now this is the other thing about this whole. Hold on, let me get this out of my ear, because that's a little bit of distracting. Cause my game is set up as trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. My game is set up as so bad. So, but it is real makeshift. Where I'm from, they call it nigga rigging. But so I have to listen to the gameplay. Well, not listen to the gameplay. I actually don't listen to the gameplay at all. Because it echoes through my microphone. So, and I don't have headphones. So sometimes I can't hear what be going on, or sometimes y'all be messaging me and I'm, oh my god, hold on, controller problems. Stuff starting to spin and do stupid shit. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. We not doing that. Okay, alright, hold on. Maybe that fixes it. Hopefully that fixes it. They're like multiple controllers and they still be acting stupid. That's insane to me. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. But yeah, just information that I've accumulated over time while I try to cultivate a community in order for me to drop music properly. Because I really feel like if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, it's really kind of pointless if you don't cultivate community. At least these days. Now, before, well, I guess you always kind of cultivated community before. But now, it's kind of going to be like the only way for you to like run a business properly. If that's what you want to do. With like AI and trolls taking over the internet, like with trolls and AI people, if you don't cultivate audience, then it's over with, because then people just gonna mimic you, they gonna play with you. That's why sometimes I be having a hard time like letting people in my game in my game and stuff, because people are weird and you never know like who gonna come on your channel and then just say something random and racist for no reason, because people do weird stuff like that. It's so weird. And it's like, fam, we over here like chilling. But you don't do that until you cultivate community, and you don't do that until you get consistent and post and do a whole bunch of stuff that seems like people want you to do, you know. So Hold on. So with that being said, like I said, give me a second. I know y'all are probably new. Well, the people that usually watch me know this, but y'all gotta give me a second to respond to the comments because, like I said, my setup is makeshift. So, so I have to like look at my phone, in order to see y'all comments. So I'm not ignoring you. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. That's all. That's why I said that. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. But other than that, how you doing today? How's your day going? I just got out of an interview and I hate it. What's my user? Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, people do weird stuff. Mr. MF Wilson is what it is. It's just like it's spelled. Yeah, people are weird. But yeah, but other than that, yeah, I be on her pretty much just like I said, just cultivating audience. I really want to call it something else because that sounds so like I said, like business terms sound weird to people. But that's kind of that's really what everybody's doing. You know, that's like gaming. They just gaming, so they don't really have a purpose to it because the purpose is gaming. See, look at my controller, man. It's acting stupid, bro. That's that stupid shit I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, gamers have community, but they not trying to cultivate the community because their community is gaming, so they don't necessarily need to. Well, what they're doing is doing it by. But come on with this, Jesus Christ, that's so irritating. Controller just moving on its own. It's so irritating. And if it do that too much, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna get off because that's irritating. Because then I'm just be dying over and over and over again because my controller moving on its own. That's irritating. Yeah, I can see your name though. Yeah, I'm good. My fault. Like I said, give me a second. I'm sorry. I promise you I'm not ignoring nobody's comments. It just takes me a second to like look at them. That's all. But I'm not ignoring anybody though. I did just see that last comment. I'm good. I'm glad you're doing good. That's what's up. Enjoying the day. I don't know what it's like where you at, but we getting good weather where I'm at, which is crazy because it's been like all kinds of boy, when I say the weather been so retarded where I'm from, it was just snowing yesterday and now it's like 70 degrees. It was, and I mean literally it was snowing. It was literally snowing outside just yesterday. And now it's 70. Insane. See, that's that bull, man. I can't freaking drive. I should have switched guns. Where you at? You said it rained all day. Where you at? All right, I'm gonna go back to the channel so you can see my whatchamacallit. Cause this controller is being stupid and it's so annoying. I gotta switch controllers again. Dang, I got 4 controllers and all of them act dumb. Then I got a brand new one and that one act dumb too. I was asking the people at the at GameStop what that was about one day, and then I tried to look it up. I tried to do all kinds of research, and apparently they just do that. Now it is some things I can do to recalibrate my controller that I didn't know. There you go. Now you know what it is. Come on, man. What are we doing? There we go. Alright, that should fix it. Alright, there we go. You said US. Like as in A? That was such a stupid way to say that. Oh, man. Okay, I think I fixed it. There we go. Yeah. So welcome to my community. Oh, matter of fact, it's another thing that I wanted to start doing too. Cause I've been noticing I think I get like a new subscriber or at least 1 or 2 new subscribers every day on my channel. The more stuff that I do, I have zero reason where the subscribers be coming from sometimes though, because I do so many things on my page. Like like my YouTube page really is like my therapy. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I do so many things, and I kind of just I would prefer to document it. Look at that. Just stupid. Look at it just moving. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not even touching it. It's just spinning. That's stupid, bro. What the fuck, man? That is annoying. I'm not finna keep going with this shit, man. Hold on. It is kind of dope that the bus be turning and shit now. God, that's annoying, man. And then it's all the controllers. Like I be having anger issues. That stuff be making me want to break the controller. Like fuck this shit. I want to throw this shit on the ground. Shit irritating. I be trying to concentrate. Here come this nonsense acting like nonsense. But truth be told, I need to get a new system anyway, because all of this stuff is old. And then I heard they trying to get rid of PS4 servers. I'm like, why? Y'all just brought back the PS3 servers because people were still on them. So why would you get? I don't know. Some stuff be above my pay grade sometimes, so I be trying not to overthink it. But then again, it feel like not thinking is how we got here in the first place. In my personal opinion, I'm gonna lie to you, it be feeling like not thinking is exactly why the world is going to hell in a handbasket. If I'm being honest with you, people don't want to think. They don't. That's why you should before it becomes illegal. Let's see what it do. Oh yeah, what was I finna say? Yeah, so I've been getting like a new subscriber since I've been doing since I've been more consistent on my YouTube channel, because that's really what it's about. Because like I keep telling you, I'm not a gamer, I'm a rapper. So but I'm cultivating community. So the more I do like the gaming, because I do gaming, I do vlogging, I do some gardening type shit. It's not really gardening, but I do be in my yard a lot. So I started doing videos on how to grow weed without lights, because I was trying to do it one day just for therapy. I just wanted to grow some shit, and I was trying to find a YouTube video on how to grow stuff without lights or like fancy equipment and stuff like that, and I couldn't find a video, so I just made one. So I was like, okay. Look at that. Look at the foolishness. Man, this is stupid, bro. It made me mad. Anyway, yeah, so I just made one. Which is why I kind of, like I said, that's why I understand business the way I do, because it's like, okay, that kind of, I learned why that video is probably like my best video as of right now on my page. Like that video has thousands of views, thousands and thousands of views, but it took time, and it actually took some years. But what I noticed was the pattern that would happen over time, because I wasn't on YouTube like I am now. So when I did that video, that's now like still my highest view video to this day as of right now. It was kind of my only video on her. It was that, and plus I didn't, it was just wasn't nothing on her but music. And for me, I don't think I understand why that's not good anymore. Hold on, let me go to my bad. Hold on, because you might be talking to me. Let me see. No, you're not. Okay, my bad. I was just making sure I wasn't ignoring you. Anyway, yeah, when where was I at? My fault. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so when I made the video and I watched the views go up like over time. Like I said, it was like a year or so when I got back on, actually, truth be told, if I'm being honest. Get these stupid ass gauntlets out of my hand. That shit's stupid. Get this shit out of my hand. That shit's dumb as hell. That shit making me mad. But anyway, I had to learn that if you give value, if you provide something that a lot of people don't do for real, then by default, what you're doing is gonna work. So let me break that down in the aspect of my video. So I made a video called Growing Without Lights. I'm growing weed without lights. But at the time, like I said, at the time, I think we were still legal in my city. In my state. It was still illegal. So of course there was not, I mean, it was still very much regulated in a lot of places. So it ain't like it was just unique to me or whatever, or my city or whatever. A lot of places it was illegal at the time. So honestly, it wasn't a lot of videos by regular people who could tell you like just how to do it on their own, because first of all, people weren't taking YouTube and social media as serious as people are starting to now, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing now, trying to explain to y'all through my experiences and what I've learned that if you want to be an entrepreneur, then you need to learn how to make social media and the internet your best friend. You have to. I mean, anything that has to do with, because first of all, you're not going to know where the technology is going or what's coming if you don't be on the internet or social media. For example, my understanding of AI, and the reason why it's not going to doesn't scare me at all, is because I understand what's going on, because I've been paying attention like this whole time, and I've already been through something like this before. We all have. I don't know why people speak about it as if I'm gonna take that back. No, everybody hasn't. If you're under 27, then you haven't experienced what's happening with AI. So I get why you would say AI is going to kill us, but anybody that's older than you, if they're saying that, they're idiots. You shouldn't listen to anything that they say, because computers didn't kill us. So why in the world would AI kill us? Because anybody that's over that age should know that we've said this already. Like, we say this all the time. It's starting to be a repeated pattern that humans just do every time something new and exciting comes along. They just assume it's going to kill us all. So because we've done that so many times, there's no evidence that it's actually going to happen. There's no evidence that it's like that there's going to be a technology that comes that's literally going to destroy us. It's going to kill people. But that's been any type of technology since weapons. You know what I'm saying? Since people decided to start using weapons other than hands. That was a type of technology to a certain extent. So, yeah. And it gave people an advantage, and a lot of people got hurt because of those things. And then guns came along, and then a lot of people got hurt because of those things. And then computer came along, and then a lot of people got hurt because of those things. And then now here's AI, and a lot of people are probably gonna get hurt. But it's not. But in order for you to get in front of it, you need to listen to people like me. And I don't mean me specifically. I mean people who seem a little bit odd and going a little bit against the grain to what they, to what the norm is. Don't let people on social media let them convince you that social media is all bad, because if you can't spell, you can easily Google the word and learn how to spell. So therefore, the internet is bad for you if you're using it for the right things. And so that's why people like me are here to tell y'all how to navigate through those things, because I don't think everybody on the internet is bad. And if I concede to that, then that means everybody that I'm talking to right now, like all y'all, that means you're a bad person, and I don't think you're a bad person. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? It's for me to assume that you could be, though. So therefore, we have to have discernment when it comes to the stuff that we paying attention to. And if you want to be an entrepreneur in this world, you know what I'm saying, it ain't just, that's why I decided to do gaming and content and stuff like that. Because what I realized in my pursuit of being a rapper, I was like, oh snap, like what I'm learning is the same thing that everybody else needs to know in all of their jobs as well. It's the same thing, because a business is a business is a business. That's just what it is. So, and what I learned from that video, you know what I'm saying, how to grow weed with no lights, is that when you supply demand that people don't really see for real, you know what I'm saying, it works, like, so that's why I continued the series that, hey, this is what it looks like when you don't know what you're doing. And a lot of people need that. You'll be surprised how valuable that is to not know what you're doing. You know, because a lot of people don't know what they're doing. And there's a lot of people on the internet that want you to think that they know what they're doing. And that's going to be the difference for you if you really want to learn something. If you really want to learn something, you're going to have to know who full of shit and who ain't full of shit. And the people who ain't full of shit, because the AI is going to start lying to y'all a lot, you're only going to be able to tell if you kind of saw them go through shit. So for me, that's why I would prefer for y'all to see me gaming, to try to build up a community for me as a rapper, so that way you'll be like, okay, I know he went through this, and this. I understand why he feel like this. The same way the same way a lot of people are doing La Russell right now. You know, there's a lot of, if you pay attention to the comments, like there's a lot of people who are really conflicted with his behavior, because we've always been supporting him and we understand who he is. So it's like, dang, this is a bad moment, but we not finna just abandon him because he having a bad moment. That's why the conversations, if you pay attention to them, can look a little one way or another. Now, this is another caveat that y'all need to pay attention to. The algorithms will make you believe whatever you want to believe. So if you think that everybody is hating on La Russell, then that might just be your algorithms, because you probably already either didn't like him or didn't have an opinion about him either way. Because the people who do have an opinion about him, the algorithms are going to show you people that agree with you, because that's what the algorithms do. That's why it feels like everything is a scam these days, because the algorithm is going to tell you whatever you want to hear. And a real human knows that you shouldn't be hearing everything that you want to hear. Humans like doing that. There are humans in the world who have victim mentalities, and they like doing that. They like making it seem like they know everything. But that's why your gut is a real thing. That's why, you know what I'm saying, like, you should pay attention to your gut. Because it's like, something don't feel right. It's a reason why you feel that way. Even if you tripping, because you could be tripping. You could be thinking wrong. But it's a reason why you feel that way. So you probably need to take a step back and figure out why you feel that way. Where is my little stringy thingy go? Where my stringy thingy go? They got the little string thing on her now. I kind of like that. The little zip cord shit. That shit kind of fire. Nah. Yeah, so that, and I think learning what I'm learning, man, it's, I don't know. Part of that is me. A part of that is me, because I've always been like that. Yeah, I've just always been like that. Like when I find out shit, I always be like, man, I think that's a bit of the way I am as a person, because I'm real militant. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real militant type of person. I probably would be more of that if it was more people around me like that, but it's not a lot of people around me like that. So I keep to myself. Yeah, I keep to myself. Because it's dangerous. It really is. It's really dangerous being militant, like outspoken and like speaking up for yourself and all that and the other. Like, I know the media and Disney want you to feel like it's a magical thing, but going through it, oh my God, it's the scariest thing in the world. You know, I remember, it's this movie, bitch ass nigga. It's this movie called The Butler. Y'all should check it out if you ever get a chance. I don't know. You don't know if you would like it, because it's a pretty serious movie, but it was a scene in that movie that really kind of like stuck out to me, and I thought was really interesting, because it was so the dude was a butler, right? He was a butler, and he was a butler for the president, but it was like back in the slave times and stuff, right? So he had worked this job and he had did all of this stuff and he was going through it or whatever. That's kind of pretty much what the movie was about, like him going through what he was going through as a butler, right? And just like the type of lifestyle and the person that it took to be that type of individual. And then in the movie towards the end, he had a son. Hopefully I'm not spoiling this for nobody, but I'm saying it for a reason, so hear me out. He had a son in the movie, and his son ended up being a Black Panther. So now you kind of know the time frame of the movie a little bit. His son wound up being a Black Panther, and it's almost like he hated his son's choice and lifestyle, because he had done so much to build up this lifestyle that he had, because he had been a butler for the president. But remember, it was back in the day, so he had to deal with a whole lot of racist stuff that his son didn't agree with, which is why he became a Black Panther. He didn't agree with none of the stuff that they had to deal with. So that's why he got so radical. But now you got a father who's dealing with a son who he understand why he like that, but it's like, bro, that's dangerous. Like, you gon'... And then it's like, how do you even tell the father that it is dangerous, but this is what we have to do now? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you don't do that, then, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, and it's funny because that's a movie, but that's really real life. That's really, really real life. And if people stop playing in America and like listen to people like in real life, then we would have much better conversations when it comes to stuff like that. And we wouldn't have to have the conversation so many times. The reason why we keep having to have hard conversations is because people act like we didn't have to have the hard conversation in the first place. We don't have to keep talking about shit over and over and over again. I know y'all tired of hearing about racism and slavery. So then stop doing it. We wouldn't have to deal with it if it was gone. If it was really gone, then we wouldn't have to deal with it. We wouldn't keep talking about it. Duh. It's really that simple. Really, really that simple. Because then the people who are just complaining would literally be just complaining. So then you might have a point. Oh, I don't know why y'all keep complaining about that. Look column A, look column B. Hold on. Yeah, but a lot of these things are like factors in life, whether you want them to be or not. And it's kind of stupid because it's like, what is that? Put the gun down. Come on, damn it. Pissing me off, man. See, I'm finna break the controller, bro. I got problems. Cause look at him. What is he doing? Here, put the controller down. Oh, now you want to act like you got some sense. Get it together. Sir. What are you doing? What is he doing? Just swinging at nothing. The peasantry. Jesus Christ. The peasantry. Anyway. Yeah. What you call it go? Pink pot. Pink potholes Atlanta. Oh, okay. I swear to God, for the longest I was trying to read your name. That's funny. That's funny as hell. Pink potholes Atlanta. That's funny. See, I told you. Sometimes the internet is wonderful because the names that y'all be coming up with for y'all handles. Oh my God, that is like been one of my like guilty pleasures on the internet. Not gonna lie to you, like Twitter handles is like definitely one of my guilty pleasures on the internet. Not Twitter handles anymore. It used to be Twitter handles. Now everybody all over the place, they handles be dope, but especially gamers, like gamer handles be funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I love gamer handles. Well, it used to be Twitter handles. Yeah, Twitter handles. Twitter got some of like the greatest handles that'll ever go down in history. Man, I wish somebody had like a Hall of Fame of like Twitter handles from back in the day. Man, because they used to be the shit. I used to see some of the craziest names. Like Hokage. That was I saw that first on Twitter. Before it was like a meme and a skit, I saw the name first on Twitter. That's crazy. Come on, what is I'm doing? Can't shoot, obviously, apparently. Can't shoot nothing. Yeah, don't judge me. God, was that when he beat my ass with that tree? Where am I going? What am I doing? Yeah. So anyway. So yeah. So that's what I got going on for y'all. That's what it is. That's what's up. So yeah. cultivating audience, trying to help people along the way, and giving value. Yeah, giving value to people as well. That definitely is something that'll help your channel grow. Giving value to people, and like I said, but you can't necessarily think that you need to be an expert to give value to people, because being a person that don't know what you're doing and figuring it out is going to be some of the greatest currency on social media in the future coming up, because everybody's swearing down they know what they doing. So the people who are going to be able to build real fan bases and like real support are going to be the people who we saw them kind of like grow. Like we know where they came from. We saw them like build up, you know, because that's what's happening now. That's why a lot of people that are on social media that are famous, that you be like, well, who is this guy? It's somebody that a group of people kind of watched grow. Yeah, it was a bunch of people, they kind of watched them grow. Kind of like Kai and AMP and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny to me when people act like they don't know who Kai is to me, because I was aware of it. I didn't watch it because I wasn't in streaming like that early. I didn't watch his entire come up, but I've always been aware of him. Like I've always been like really aware of him. I was aware of Reggie when he made his videos a long time ago, you know, because certain stuff just circulate on the internet if it's funny. So I recognize faces, but it's funny because you, I know he mad. I'd be hot. I'd have been hot. I don't know. I'd have been pissed. Man. Yippee. Anywho. Yeah, so that's one of the main things. And like I said, because I'm such an observer, I've been able to like pay attention to stuff like that all my life. So I think that's the value that I'm able to provide, because I think that's definitely something that you need to be able to do if you want to cultivate community, which is the only way you're going to be able to sell stuff in the upcoming future with AI taking over everybody's jobs. Because the big corporations, they're not going to take their jobs. AI is not going to take their jobs. See, that's why they want us running around panicking like we supposed to be scared of AI, because what's going to happen is the big companies, they going to pay attention to the patterns, because that's how they've always survived, pattern recognition. And because they've already been aware of what was coming, they just waiting to see who gonna figure out AI. Like they trying to wait for the regular people to figure out AI, so that way they don't have to, and then they just gonna hire them. Why do you think a lot of these companies are still here after computers shut down a lot of small businesses? When people were denying computers and email and the internet and social media, that's why a lot of small businesses failed, and that's why the corporate machine seems like they've always been able to run stuff, and the people at the top seem like they just stayed there. It's because they knew what was coming, they knew what was going on, and they didn't allow their biasness, even though they had biasness as well, to stop them from doing certain things. See, the heart of America is really small businesses, but a lot of the small business people have very strong opinions, especially when it comes to religion and you know what I'm saying, like how they feel about life and all this, that, and the other. Like their opinions be strong as hell. So when something new comes along, up real fast, everybody's needs, not one person's needs. Every other technology that came along, like I said, if you remember, to the dude that was just like, oh man, y'all got grabbing sticks and stones to fight that. In real time, with computers, with social media, with email, they did the same thing. Do not be blockbusters. I'm telling you, if you don't know what blockbusters is, that's my point. That's my point. Don't be blockbusters. If you never heard of blockbusters, exactly. This is exactly why you need to be listening to me. Cause you gonna turn into blockbusters acting like you know everything and was running stuff. Now look at you. Just out and about, complaining, sitting somewhere old, complaining about what Netflix ain't doing. I don't want that for you. I want you to, I want you to enjoy the future that's coming. Because if I had known what I knew about computers and stuff like that, I would have been able to enjoy the future that we're in right now a little bit more than I do now. I'm not suffering, but if I had understood it, I would have been able to deal with this a little bit better. So that's why I'm like, okay, just because I'm a rapper and I understand business, and for me, doesn't mean I'm not able to take that same information and give it to y'all in the aspect of an entrepreneur in a business. Because a business is a business is a business. It don't have nothing to do with me being a rapper. So that's why I'm like, why don't I just give y'all the good information? Shit. And that'll probably allow me to cultivate community a lot better, because now I'm offering value to people and I'm not just begging y'all to listen to my music. I'm giving you something. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of the best. Like I said, I feel like that's kind of going to be the only way you're going to be able to sell anything in the future. The future that's coming up, where everybody is the expert and everybody the best and everybody got it all. And yeah. You're going to have to be real. That's going to be the only thing you got left. Come on, gang. Yeah, that's going to be the only thing that you're going to have left in the world of AI, is being real. So if you don't know how to be real now, if you've gotten used to being fake, or think that that's where the world is going to go, we're going to continue to be fake, that's over with. That's over with. And I want you to know that it's not bad that you felt that way. I'm here to tell you that I understand why you thought that you needing to scam and get over and finesse and be fake. I know why you thought that. America made you think that. They did it to everybody. It ain't just you. Don't feel special. You know, but America did that. They did that to all of us. They made us think that the scammer was the way to go. Because it's fast money. It's faster money. And because America progressed faster than a lot of other nations start looking at America like, well, what y'all doing? But I've always felt like, since I was a kid, when I started learning about like how America runs their stuff, I always felt like it wasn't sustainable, because it didn't seem like, it just didn't seem nice. And it's stupid. At first I thought, as I got older, I'm like, well, that's just a dumb kid thought. But now that I'm kind of understanding how the world works, I don't think that's a dumb kid thought no more. Because we starting to move into a world now where, bro, if you got a funky ass attitude, I don't want to do business with you. I don't give a fuck how good your product is. That's becoming a thing more now. And that's why that's what separates people from, from the pack. I don't know how many gamers sit here and talk to y'all about shit like this. So that might easily separate me from the pack. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all can do the same thing. You can do the same thing with whatever you doing. How dare you sit up here and say, oh, well, I'm a rapper. I don't want to be a streamer. Excuse me? Do you all right, y'all got it. You really think these companies care about whether you don't know whether, bro, I'm telling you, they don't care. Adidas don't care nothing about the fact that they get in it. They don't care nothing about that. That's why they sponsoring Ray, the streamer, and not other athletes. Well, they are sponsoring athletes too. I don't want to say it like they do. Look at them like a fool. Look at them, fool. No. See, trying to get in my car. Boom. Straight trying to get in my car. Straight boom. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's all they gonna do. That's all these big companies ever do. And to a certain extent, it's really not a bad thing if they care about you. Now, and that's when the revolution and the change in how we do things, that's when that comes in. Because, for example, if you are a streamer, and you die like me, no, I'm just playing. If you are a streamer, and let's say some of these big companies, the bigger companies, the Walmarts, the Nikes, the now the Amazons, you know what I'm saying? They getting into the picture now. The Netflix is, because he getting into the picture now. I know I said Blockbusters, but Netflix, you there now. So, so those people, the way that we continue to navigate through this space and continue to fix what seems like these corporations don't really give a fuck about. I think some of them do. I think some of them have to. And so we really shouldn't care whether or not they really care or not. Like, that's just their own personal opinion. And I don't think we should really give a damn about whether or not they like us. I think we should care more about whether or not they respect us. And in order for us to do that, when every time we get new waves of things, because AI is pretty much going to be the same new way. That's how they're going to look at it. They're going to look at AI the same way they looked at streaming. So that's why I'm telling you to get into streaming the same way that they was probably trying to tell you to get back in. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Get into AI the same way that you probably should have got into streaming a few years back, because they're going to do the same thing. Look, think about it. Like, come on now. If you as old as me, you know it's wild to see some of the companies that are sponsoring these streamers. It's crazy to see it. Like, I mean, insane. But in order for you to really feel that, you would have to be like of age to see the difference, to have experienced when it was a time where they wouldn't even looked at somebody doing something like that. Like, not even just streamer. I mean, somebody that is doing something that's not a profession, that hasn't been deemed by America to be a super professional job. And a respectable job. If America didn't deem it to be a respectable job, it didn't matter what it was, whether you did it good or not. You could be the best of it, but it didn't matter. If America didn't say it was a good job, it didn't matter. Which is why America started doing stuff like DIY and head chef and all that and the other, because those jobs weren't really looking. If you had back in the day, if you had said, I'm gonna start a food truck in like the early 90s, you wouldn't get as much love as you do now. You would not get as much love as you would now. Because America hadn't said that it was a good thing yet. Not till Gordon Ramsay came over here and started cursing y'all out. Now it's a respectable job. Now if you go pursue a food truck career, now people will take you a little bit more seriously. But that's why you need to pay attention to AI. It's the same thing. They don't want you to think it's the same thing, because they want you to be at odds with each other. They want you to argue with me. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to hear what I'm saying as good information. They want you to argue with me and be like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. Or what about this? What about that? Fam, I'm telling you, I done already asked all of them questions for you, and I'm going to continue to ask more questions for you. But when I'm here, I'm going to tell you what it is. I promise you I'm going to tell you what it is. And them folks with that AI stuff, they not worried about it. They not worried about it. They've been planning on AI since Terminator came out. So while you've been living your regular life just thinking it was a movie, they wasn't worried about it. And they still not worried about it, which is why you need to catch up by learning about it so you can do the Netflix. So you can do the same thing that Netflix did to Blockbusters. That's what you got to do. You can do the same thing. Now, this is, again, let me preface my comments by saying this is for the entrepreneurs. This is for if you want to build a brand. This is for rappers, gamers, streamers, chefs, beauty salons, people. If you want to do hair, makeup, this is for you. If what I'm saying, this is for you. If you just a regular, you know what I'm saying, and ain't nothing wrong with you, because we need y'all too. If you just a job work, well, I guess I can't say that I'm not for y'all neither, because I have I said something on TikTok that didn't really go over well. And I ain't gonna say not go over well because I got like a lot of bad comments. I just didn't get a lot of comments. But I really feel like people in the entertainment field, I don't appreciate our lack of respect for our own work and seeming to have the desire to make it everybody else's responsibility to respect the work. I don't know nobody that don't listen to music in some type of capacity. There are a lot of people that still listen to rap. There's a lot of people that still love rap. Who am I to sit here and say, well, you know what? I'm going to just take the easy route and then just rap about a bunch of bullshit, or just rap about my life on a day to day and just give you cliche ass, dumb ass shit just because it's hard. Like your job ain't hard too. Like being a teacher ain't hard. Like working at construction belt ain't hard. All of this shit is hard. So what I'm not going to do is allow somebody to say, oh, well, y'all got it easy. No, we all have it hard. Which is exactly why it's more important for you to be you in your job these days now than anything else. Because when AI starts coming, And it's already here. But when it start coming, I mean, for real, to the point where y'all can't do nothing about it but whine and cry. Well, actually, what's gonna happen is, because they do this with everything. What's gonna happen is AI is gonna start doing stuff that benefits you, and then you gonna start changing your tune. You just gonna start doing stuff, because that's what everybody did. Look at it. I know so many people that are in their 40s and 50s right now who are complaining, who would be mad if they didn't have they matter of fact, a lot of their relationships is based off of whether or not you even have a social media. When I was like 9, 10, 11, 12 and I was coming up and I was 10, y'all on that internet stuff. It was internet stuff back then. Now them same people, bro, you can't even find a gal without getting on Facebook, bro. What are you talking about? Like, I see your likes, like you being so, boy, you be so thirsty online, but it be the same old. I'm telling you, it's some dudes that I know right now made fun of us for being online, and now they can't stay offline. Boy, I'm telling you, every time Sexy Red twerk, they be right in the comments, right in the likes. Every time Megan Thee Stallion twerk, they name right there, big bold letters. But I'm telling you, these are the same people that swore up and down that social media was trash and it was lame and it made you look away. That's why you don't need to listen to the people who are saying the same thing about AI right now. They do that with everything. Just don't. Matter of fact, I do you one better. Don't listen to anybody that sound like they scared. Don't listen to anybody that sound like they scared to see. Well, let me see. Let me see what happened. Because think about it. Matter of fact, let's use sci-fi terminology. Because I'm a nerd. So let's use some sci-fi terminology. If I saw a werewolf right now, I would probably lose my mind a little bit. Well, for one, because I thought it was cool, because I used to like werewolves. But for two, it's because you shouldn't exist, sir. I would probably have to tell somebody, hey, look, there's some werewolves running around here. Now, if I was running around telling people it was werewolves, some people would believe me. I would probably assume most people wouldn't believe me. But if I ran across a guy and I was like, it's a werewolf, it's werewolves, I'm telling y'all, bro, it's werewolves, and he was like, I know. I'm like, no, for real, it's werewolves. He's like, I know. They gonna kill us. I don't know about that. Just the energy, like think about the energy and the response. Like if his energy and his response was like, I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is and I'm sitting here like, bro, like how did like they shouldn't even exist. Like I'm telling you, like there's werewolves out there. Like I've seen this happen in real time. People, if you act like you know, I take that back. If you do know, sometimes you knowing right away will throw people completely off. It'll throw people off, and it'll be like, and they'll be it's so funny. Like, has anybody ever tried to like tell you something, but you already knew it? Like usually, what happens right away? Who the fuck is that? Did you see that? Who the fuck was she, Neo? What was that? Did y'all see that? She was dodging bullets. Did you see it? Insane. Shit crazy. But yeah, I lost my train of thought because that was crazy. She did that, but because of what? Why would you do that? Anywho. Yeah. Pink potholes, Atlanta. That is funny. That's funny. Yeah, so that's what I be doing on this motherfucker. Yeah, so we be on here jamming, talking. Let's see what else. I also like to so I am driving it. What was that? Hold on. So what that mean? when I hit the box. I don't know. Hey, somebody told me they could hear my PS4 in the background the other day, and I was like, for real? I ain't even noticed until I was finna start playing, until I was finna start going live this time. I was like, oh my god, I can't hear that. That's why I'm glad I'm good. I'm working on my anger issues and stuff, because like when you take a second to like give people like listen to what people might have to say, it might like actually help you. Shouldn't be angry all the time. So I was like, dang, you can hear that? Like I should have responded. I was like, you can hear that? And he's like, yeah. Like he was like, take a toothbrush and just clean the top of it off. So it's much easier. He's like, I be having the same problem with my Xbox. I was like, oh shit. And the whole time I thought he was trying to be funny. He was like, nah, bro, like really clean that shit. I was like, oh, okay. Like that's what's up. See, this is stuff that I like about the internet. It's like, shoot, you never know. Somebody might genuinely be trying to help you. This shit is cool, man. Yeah, I think people get a kick out of chaos. So there are some people who are just gonna, well, let me not say that. Because if I say that, if you run into one of those people, they're not gonna seem like they get a kick out of chaos. So that's so it's gonna seem like what I just said might not register, and I don't want you to misinterpret what I'm saying. I think people are raised in chaos, and they're made to believe that there is nothing wrong with that. So they just continue to live like that. And they kind of just cause chaos for everybody else. And then try to like function that way. That's what I think. I don't know. That's what I think. You know, cause for me, cause I ain't never met a toxic person who liked toxic stuff happening to them. I don't mean like toxic in a good way, cause it's like it's like toxic nasty, like, you know what I'm saying, for all of the adults out there. You know what I'm saying? You better be grown on here. I ain't talking to no goddamn kids. But you know what I'm saying? It's like for the grown folks. There's good types of toxic. Yeah, there is good types of toxic. I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about how you and your gal get down, you know what I'm saying? Get down. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like you always want to cause a problem, or every time you call your friend you want to complain about something, and then the moment they tell you they don't want to hear that shit, you get an attitude. That type of toxic. The draining shit, like the shit that where it's like you ain't seen them in a while, you just notice that your life is just doing a little bit better for kinda, because you ain't talked to them in a while, and then you talk to them, you like you feel tired. You ever talk to somebody that you ain't talked to in a while, and after you get off the phone with you feel tired? Man, that's bad. Like I'm telling you, if you feel like that about somebody, you gotta cut them off. And it's gonna be hard, but I'm telling you, it's coming. Start making the necessary preparations. I'm telling you now, because y'all ain't gonna make it. If you notice that they do that, and you try to make excuses for it, like you don't agree with it, like, well, you know, they just do that because of. I'm telling you, y'all not gonna make it. Because you're making excuses, and you know you're making excuses. But because that's your friend, and because you like companionship, because you're a human, and I don't know why humans act like that's not a thing. Like, because we all desire companionship, you're not going to say, hey, my friend fucked up. You're going to be like, man, that's just how they be. That's fucked up. That's not okay that they like that. I'm supposed to love them regardless. Well, when did love turn into something that made you have to just put up with some shit? Because for me, I don't think love means you got to just put up with whatever. If I'm, for example, because I was looking at this video the other day, love isn't necessarily keeping me in my marriage if my wife is going through postpartum depression. In my personal opinion, hear me out. Don't shut the fuck up. Hear me out. I think the understanding of what you don't know does more for you than just love. That's why people who are older will tell you love ain't good enough. You have to put in some work, because there's gonna be some time that y'all are in relationships where you don't love them, or you gonna feel like you don't. That's why love ain't enough. Because for me, I think it'd be time. Well, I ain't gonna say for me because I don't have kids, but I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. Women, I'm more than welcome to correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe that when you go through postpartum depression, you genuinely believe that you hate that man. So then why would I sit here and tell you that love is gonna fix it? That's a lie. Because you feel that hate. You feel the hate. You feel like you hate this man. So why would I tell you to rely on a feeling? That's stupid. That's fucking dumb. Like, I think it's the education of understanding what's going on is more important. If you understand what's going on, like I'm telling y'all with this AI shit, then it'll be much easier to deal with. So you don't have to just rely on love. Like, what kind of shit is that? That's so stupid. That is so cliche and dumb. Love. What the hell is wrong with you? That's why these kids don't make it these. They look at me sounding old. See, that's how you know how to learn some shit from some old folks. That's what's wrong with these kids these days now. Love. That's why that's why you can't even get into a relationship, because you thought love was supposed to get you into the relationship, sustain a relationship, get you married, get you a baby, get you happy. Love was supposed to do all of that. Fam, that's not how that works. The love that I have for my mother is not the same love that I have for my wife. It's not the same love that I have for my daughter. It's not the same love that I have for my sister. It's all different. So why would you just put up with some shit under the guise of love? Because I'm trying to figure out, when did we make that okay? Like, that is so weird, especially in our community, man. That shit is weird. We be making it seem like we just gotta put up with shit. Like, when did that become love for us? Is putting up with shit. We ain't never put up. I don't know. I don't know when that occurred, but I don't like that one. I don't like that trend. We need to fix that one. We need to fix that one. Yeah, I ain't fucking with that one. People really think love mean you gotta put up with shit. I think that's because by the time the media start portraying black people as regular, that's the stories that they told over and over again. They told those type of stories over and over and over and over again. You know, and when we start understanding and figure that out and having better conversations about it, they never told that part. You know what I find funny? Like, as much as people complain about black women representation in different spaces, you know, when you do get one, you never really talk about them. I have never seen a black female protagonist better than CJ's sister from San Andreas. I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one. I haven't, because everything that was good in CJ life, everything that happened good in CJ life was because of her. Everything that she did, getting him out of the hood, like getting him to meet other people that got him better situations, all of that really was because of his sister. Even her saying, "Hey, I'm finna do this property thing. We gonna," like, her, even for them to even put in the game that her idea was to take the garage and turn it into some property that you fix up and flip. Fam, I haven't seen nobody else in the media spaces portray a black woman better. Let y'all tell it. They all angry and stupid and for no reason. They just bitter for no reason. At least when she was fussing, I knew what she was fussing about. At least when she was mad about something, I knew what she was mad about. It was a legit anger. Like, it was something legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of shit is that? I'm losing this. Yeah, she tagged me, I ain't gonna lie. Bitch. Just FYI, never mind. I ain't even finna make no excuses. My controller was glitching, but it's all good. I ain't gonna make no excuses. We ain't gonna make no excuses. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that because I feel like that's why we haven't had another one. Like I haven't seen too many good black female protagonists in games for real that weren't like extra. Because to me, I liked South of Midnight. I think South of Midnight was good. But and this I ain't gonna lie, this might be just me being an adult. I felt like she overly cursed. And I think that was some I think that's that like we had to do some bullshit. We still had to do some bullshit. I feel like there is nothing in American media that won't allow a black person to just be a black person without adding in some type of bullshit to it. It gotta be something. It's like you can't help it. Like you gotta add something in there that makes them look bad. Like they can't just be them for a reason or them with meaning or purpose. They can't ever be a deep character that matters. It gotta be something to it that can be deemed away. There has to be something to it that can be deemed away. Can be. Not is, can be. Because that's how they get you. They get you because if you call it out, then it was you calling it out. Not something that they just did on purpose. For example, that last what was that? That last mission that Franklin had to do on GTA 6, that was horrible. Like, I'm talking about the story setup. That's horrible. Horrible. Like, it didn't make sense at all. Matter of fact, I do you one better. Because, and this is what happens when you don't have proper representation. The reason why people, the gaming, quote unquote, the gaming community isn't going to necessarily agree with me 100% is because the gaming community doesn't all look like me. But I guarantee you, if it was more people that look like me, they would understand wholeheartedly what I'm saying. Franklin's story compared to CJ's story in San Andreas, ass. Complete cheeks. All of the cheeks. BBL, if you will. Terrible. It was horrible. In comparison, horrible. Horrible. Like none of his missions really made sense in the same capacity to where in the same depth of CJ's. CJ's missions literally CJ's missions made sense to the story in the capacity of what the story was really supposed to be about, which was the LA riots and all of that other shit. You know, what they was doing in gang culture to LA and all this, that, and the other. It was a reference to something. Now, granted, to me, I don't think GTA has done a better job in storytelling than San Andreas. I think every other story that y'all have ever told is always horrible because y'all can't do jokes without being racist or overly disrespectful to gay people. You can't tell a proper joke without doing one or the other. The only time you've ever told a great story that made sense, that wasn't just some cliche nonsense, was San Andreas. San Andreas, even though it seems like cliche nonsense, was very real to what was going on in LA at the time. It's very relevant. And I feel like the only reason why it feels realer than the other stories is because DJ Pooh did it. It had something to do with it. That's my opinion. I don't take that as a fact, but in my opinion, the reason why San Andreas is still y'all highest selling game and none of the other DLCs or none of the other games is because the story's better. And because the gaming community doesn't care about stories anymore, now y'all can just continue doing the foolishness that y'all was doing in the beginning, which is just making fun of people for no reason. So, yeah. So that's why now, because we still stressed and we still need something to do, that's why people are just going to ignore the fact that they've just been making fun of you over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and turn you and psychologically making people kind of feel like, I really do, man. I know it's probably a stretch, but I genuinely feel like you not okay. Put it like this, because I don't want y'all to to have a genuine leg to stand on. If you want to have an argument, then cool. But we not finna sit here and tell and say that there isn't subtle hints and psychological things being done to kids within these video games, and then in the same, we're not gonna not say that, but then in the same breath say music and hip hop and rap is killing us all. We not doing that. We not doing that. Either things can be programmed in you or they cannot. Because if they can, then I need to understand. Hey, 2K community, come here real quick. I need to understand why in 2K15, why did the black coach randomly just start want to kick you out the team? What happened? It's just a question. It's just a question. If somebody can answer that question and make it make sense, then maybe I'm tripping. And I have no problem when I'm tripping. But I want to know why you did that. Like, what was going on in the script room where y'all was like, ooh, yeah, this is a good idea? Because to me, that doesn't really make sense. That seems very random. Because nothing happened that built up for that to happen. That's not how I don't know. Maybe we need to start teaching film school to people. Like, I really believe certain things need to be just taught in general. I do. And I really feel like what class is that? English? That's what English should be. English should start off at, if I promise you, if I could wave a wand and change some stuff in America, the first thing I would take out is English and put in public speaking. I would take English out of every school and put in public speaking. I promise you I would. And then once you would have public speaking all through elementary school and in middle school, and then in high school you would have film class. Now, I don't know if I would call it film class. I probably would call it something else, but I need our youth to understand what they're looking at. Because trolling is killing y'all. Thinking everything is a joke and everything is funny and everything is supposed to be laughed at is killing us. It's killing us. Because I genuinely believe that that's how this man got in the office, was trolling. Look at this controller! Oh, bro. My God, it's so irritating. So irritating. Of course, some loser in it. Loser ass outfit. Anyway. Yeah, I think trolling helped that a lot. I think, and I don't mean like, well, no, actually I do mean trolling. Like what trolling has become today. Yeah, I think he kind of trolled his way into office per se. Because some stuff was funny. Some stuff that he told y'all he was going to do and he didn't do. Like, so at this point, why else are you agreeing with what he's doing other than a sense of relatability? I feel like what I'm saying right now would not be a difficult conversation to understand if we had better social economics, public speaking, and an understanding of film in elementary school. What I just said would not be hard to understand. It would not be hard. It wouldn't even be, they'd be like, oh, okay. It'd just be a genuine conversation. I could actually have the conversation with people, but of course I can't because everybody's retarded. Like, and then it's like, well, do we all not go to school? Yeah, we went to school. Like, come on. Did you not pay attention to what was going on in school? Nothing. Do you know how many, man, I was such a naive kid. I did not know how many girls were sleeping with teachers and how normal that was. Now they want to get on social media and act like they holier than thou. Man, these hoes been hoes. She be pissing me off. And then they want to blame rap. They want to blame Sexy Red. It's Sexy Red fault. Man, you hoes been hoes. Just because you a teacher now don't mean you ain't a... All right, you got a gang. But because you a nurse now, because you did something that America said was a respectable job, now you ain't a hoe no more. You got a gang. All right. Snaked your friend for all her clothes, stole her man, but now because you a nurse, it's all good. Now we got to respect you. But the rappers ain't shit though. But we got to drive a female rapper every time she say something, cause she's the one that's destroying y'all life. She's the reason why you a hoe. All right, gang, you got it. You got it. It's all the rapper fault. It's all the rapper fault. It ain't got nothing to do with the uncle that touched her a long time ago that y'all never did nothing about. It don't have nothing to do with that. It's the rap though. Matter of fact, that's probably why the uncle did it, because he was listening to rap. Let y'all tell it. He was probably listening to rap. He was probably rapping when he did it. Come on, man. Controller acting goofy. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And that's what that's my thing. That's another thing that, you know, I don't know, cuz I try to sometimes find a way to speak to people to the best of my ability without kind of, nah, I don't like that. Never mind. I was finna say that and then I ain't even like it when I thought it. I was finna say what I was about to say was I want to be able to speak to people without hurting their feelings, but then I thought about what I was saying that for. And a lot of the time when I think that, you know, when I talk to y'all, because I'm learning, because, you know, I'm kind of new to the social media space, I don't want to purposely offend people, but I also don't want to not speak about how I feel as a black person. I don't think I'm a tiptoe with my feelings. That doesn't mean I need to be overly aggressive and nasty to people all the time, because I think sometimes people do that. I think sometimes people take black anger and trauma and try to use that as an excuse to be rude and disrespectful. And I don't agree with that. But I'm gaming on my channel, on my platform. So if you don't want to hear me, nigga, you can go over there. So, you know. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. I'll be a little conflicted. I'll be a little conflicted, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm from the older generation. So I gotta get it out of me. I'm not saying like it's a good thing. I don't like it. I really wish we would stop it. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at like older celebrities, sometimes like they didn't, that's how they was. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see Shaq speaking out like that. Like when it comes to black trauma and black issues. But then again, I genuinely believe that it's because there are certain relationships that he can't really, you know what I'm saying? It might make certain people uncomfortable. If Shaq Big Tail come out here and get to talking about black problems, it's going to make some people uncomfortable. And he's been saying for years that his daddy told him, don't mess up the money. Which was inspirational to a lot of us. Because he was, you know what I'm saying, like, first of all, most of the people that look like him, like, we didn't have dads. So for him to be like, you know what I'm saying, my dad said this and I got to do it. That was inspirational. But now, we could use your voice, buddy. It would be nice if we could like understand, you know, if we could just, man, if we could come together. I really didn't want to say that because it's such a cliche thing to say. If we could just come together, because I don't really like the whole come together thing. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of coming together. I don't. Because come together, when you say it, even though we should, when you say come together, it implies that we all need to agree with each other. And it's certain shit that you niggas do that I'm never going to agree with. Some of you niggas I'm even embarrassed to share genders with. But that doesn't mean I want black men to be heard. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean I think that they deserve bullshit treatment. That's just how I feel. I don't think that they deserve bullshit treatment just because there are niggas out here that ain't shit. That's why I say stuff like, okay, well, if you gonna drive this man, you know what I'm saying, because he was a weirdo and he was a pedophile, I need to hear you talking about the other people that don't look like him just as much. I didn't say don't talk about him. I said talk about them just as much. I need to hear about these fools that y'all keep talking about. Or are you still trying to save relationships? Cause I'm probably gonna write an essay for y'all one day. Cause I really feel like white America is the spirit of America and black America is the heart of America. I really, really want to get into that, but I can't articulate it the right way just yet. But I really believe that. And if I could articulate it better, it would explain a lot of what's going on today. Who the fuck in my backyard? Okay. Yeah. So anywho. We've been on for a minute, y'all. And I've been talking this whole time. That's crazy. Do y'all see why I rap now? Do you see why I picked the career to rap? I talk a lot. So that's why I thought, I was like, well, maybe I need to pick the career that involves me speaking a lot. That's not so, suit and tie. I've never really been a suit and tie type of guy. Just corporate. Yeah, I just don't like corporate shit. Which is actually, it's so funny. That's actually what took me so long to be a rapper. I probably would have done it a long time ago if I had a let's see. I'm trying to think of the proper terminology because I'm seeing this man dropping down. Hold on. I see what happens going on over there. Ooh. And then my controller's still acting stupid. This is ridiculous. Look at this. Look at Optimus Prime. What up, buddy? I can't even shoot him! Bro. Controller, man. Stupid. Look at him. He's standing right there doing nothing. Could have been killed this nigga. Man. Controller tripping, bro. Tripping. Dang. Making me mad, bro. So I gotta stab them in the ground. Dang. Shoot. What y'all doing down there? I got 18 bullets and a potion. What y'all want to do? I thought that was water. I'm tripping. Would you... Whew, thank God. I sure didn't want to go nowhere. Oh, my bad. So that was somebody asked me recently to like help them coach the youth, some young men, for football, and I was like, all right, that's cool. So yeah, so I do that from time to time too. But they just said they was gonna cancel it, so yay, I don't have nothing to do. Well, actually, I got other stuff to do too, so clipping, that's a thing. Cause don't think, man, please don't think just cause I'm gaming that that's all it takes. Y'all cannot think that that's all it takes. Is to just do the part that you see. That's what makes all of this stuff difficult to do. Like when it comes to building a business and anything that you do, like it don't matter what it is, like anything, bro. It's putting it together is almost just as hard as doing it for real, for real. So, you know, I think I'm starting to ramble. Oh, I've pretty much already been rambling, but I'm starting to ramble. I think at this point I'm trying to like make up topics because I'm tired. It's exhausting. Jesus. Yeah, I guess I could do it because I used to work a call center too, so an hour or so ain't that bad. I mean, I guess it's bad. It's hard talking to yourself. That's definitely difficult. But, yeah, that shit is exhausting. Yeah, damn. Dog be barking at nothing, bruh. I'm just straight don't be barking at shit. Then be jumping up like he gonna do something. Yeah, beat your ass. Yeah, I'm from that version of the '90s. Not what they told y'all. I'm from the era where they used to have to warn you not to punch a dog in the top of the head, cause you'll break your hand. I'm from that era. Like, hey man, you don't hit that dog, man. Don't hit him. Don't hit no pit bull on top of the head. Don't break your hand. Yeah, my controller glitching even more now. Shit still moving, doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Man, I straight gotta slam this motherfucker. Bro, look at bro, do y'all see this? Look at this mess. Bro, look. Bro, come on, gang. What are we talking about? Oh my god, bro. This is gonna piss me off. It's pissing me off, bro. What are you talking about? Of course. Of course. Annoying. Man. Have y'all ever noticed that the only reason why it seems like it's hard to cultivate community is because most of the time the community wants you to give them something or do something for them, which I guess that's how it works. I don't know. I guess that is a good thing. I guess that's a good thing. Well, I don't know. The reason why I was even saying that it was bad at first, because let me preface my comments. The reason why I was even saying it was bad at first is because I don't like the independent rap community because it feels like it's just a bunch of other rappers. And the only way for you to get the support from them is for you to care about what they're doing. And they music and put them in front of you and do this for them and do that for them and do that. It's just like you don't really get nowhere because all you doing is stuff for them. At least that's how it feels. I'm not saying that you don't, because back in the day that was kind of like the only way that you could, you know, get anywhere shit in life. For real, for real. This shit is irritating, bro. This shit is so irritating. Oh, that's just weird a little bit sometimes. But I think the only reason I think it's weird though is because if the only reason why you listening to my music is because I did something for you, then you don't really like the music. That's why that's weird. That's why that was weird. I guess it started off a little rocky, but I was getting there. We landed hard, but you know, we landed it. We still landed. Wasn't even pressing the button. Not even pressing the button. Not even pressing the button. What are we doing? Oh my god, bro. It's just the same shit. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to make it seem like I have a problem like doing stuff for my fans or providing value for my fans or giving them away and stuff and this, that, and the other. Like, I'm not necessarily mad about that. But I do, that is why I prefer to cultivate an audience on my own instead of having to beg a bunch of other rappers to try to listen to my rap because they want me to listen to their rap so we can seem like we support each other. When in reality, bro, you don't even listen to this style of music. The fuck is that? What the fuck even is that? That should be pissing me off. Like, that is the one thing that I hate the most about the underground rapper community. It's just a bunch of rappers who they not gonna fuck with you unless you fuck with them. And in reality, they still don't really fuck with you. They only fuck with you because you fuck with them. Like, if you do stuff for them and support them and push them, then they fuck with you. But it's like, bro, your music not even good. It's not good. If it was dope, if your music was dope, then I would listen to it. But I'm like, bro, I don't even listen to this style of music. And then the other part that be pissing me off, like, I got a lot of dudes that I know that rap like gangster music. Like I'm saying, they rap like street niggas. Bruh, street, these days, I ain't talking about like back in the day. These days, bro, street niggas ain't trying to hear nothing that you talking about. Unless you giving, like, that whole community now, it ain't the same like how it used to be. You know, because I personally think well, I ain't gonna say I personally think, because that is what happened. The internet did jack them up. It jacked them up because the people that was losers, that didn't have an opinion, when it came to stuff like that, they were ostracized in the community because they were losers. But now that the internet is here and they have a voice and you don't know that these guys are losers. Bruh. Oh my God. It's so irritating. I almost broke my goddamn TV. Irritated. Just irritated all the way around. And then of course this controller is dead. Of course. And they danced like they did something. They didn't even do nothing. I was literally standing there. What you dancing for? You didn't do nothing good. Fucking loser. Anyway. God, that's fucking annoying, bro. That is so fucking annoying. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah. But like I said, that's just the rap community. I don't think that's support in general. I don't think that's everybody on social media in general. So that's why I would much prefer to just find my audience and cultivate my audience on my own, the way I'm gonna do it, however I'm gonna do it. Cause all of that, me having to listen to your song, then I gotta do a feature with you, then I gotta put you on one of my songs, then I gotta go get you a show, then the songs that we did, I gotta pay for the video, then I gotta pay for the feature, then I gotta pay for all of the other stuff to get done, then I gotta do this. It's like that's the only way y'all niggas gonna fuck with me. Because to me, when you ask them about other artists, if it's not music that they don't already genuinely like, it's something about that artist personally that they're not doing for them, and that's why they don't like that artist. Because if that artist is representing them in a way that they like, then they'll defend that artist to the death of them, even if they don't even really listen to them like that. And that's weird. That's strange to me, because I'm like, well, do you like his music though? Like, do you like his music though? Like, is it good music? And that's why I always have a hard time having music conversations with people, because I'm like, bro, I don't think we having the same type of conversation. Because if you gonna tell me you don't like this song just because of who the person is, then we not hearing this shit the same. Yeah, we not hearing this shit the same. Yeah, we are not hearing this shit the same. What you want to do? Like, what you? All right, bet. Say no more. Nah, cause you wanna bring your ass. Cause you wanna play in my face. All right, bet. Say no more. Get me out of here. See, when my controller act like he got some sense. Huh. Man, I tried to bomb their ass. That would have been a fire kill, y'all. That would have been a fire kill if I had did that. Yeah, that's what I was complaining about. Cause like I said, I don't want to make it seem like I'm not willing to put in the work to build my fan base. I don't have a problem with that, but I think for me the reason why it seemed like, because it's really not, but I think that's no, not my boy. I had to kill my boy. Oh, I feel bad. But yeah, for me, I think that's why I had to go figure out how to cultivate a community on my own. Because, bro, man, cultivating community, like in certain spaces, bro, that shit feel like, bro, it literally feel like a pyramid scheme. It do. Like, I would much rather go find like game every day and see who fuck with me on the game, and then vlog every day, who see who fuck with me in the vlog network. Like, I would rather have to do it however difficult it is versus having to kiss ass all the damn time just for a click or a like that ain't even real. You know what I'm saying? Half the clicks and like don't even be real. They don't even be real. It's like, fam, the only reason why you clicked on that is because I asked you to. You're not even really gonna listen to the song. What's up with this? What's up with this guy? Yeah, you're not even gonna listen to the song. You only listening to it because I asked you to. That's why I hate when people ask me to listen to their music. Cause I'm like, fam, you don't want my real advice. Cause if you wanted my real advice, then I'm not gonna give you nothing other than my real advice. And then for two, then you gonna be mad because you gonna feel like, cause you already feeling like everybody's supposed to like your shit and give a fuck about your shit, and then you out there other lame ass Disney shit in your head when they just don't understand me. Fam, your shit ass. It's not mixed right. It's weird. Like, a lot of the shit that I be trying to tell people, I'm like, bro, this, first of all, it's not even my style of music, and even if it was, you're not saying nothing. Like, niggas be acting like I don't listen to street niggas. You not saying nothing. There is niggas that, bruh, I got a lot of Playboy Cardi music in my phone. So I know what it's like when he's dope. To me, he's still not necessarily my style of artist. I'm not finna run and listen to him every damn time, because he do a lot. You know what I'm saying? It is a bit much sometimes. But I'm not finna sit here and act like the nigga don't make no good music at all. That's ridiculous. Like, he ain't never made one dope song ever. I think that's utterly ridiculous. Now, granted, I'm from the era that understands that a little bit more, because, you know what I'm saying, I came up with that type of music. Like, I get it. Where is this arrow at? Why is it right here? Is he flying in there? Is he underground? No. Where is the nigga? Pussy ass nigga. At the top of that noggin. Oh, that was him? Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Mass appeal, mass appeal. Ah. Yeah. So that's all. That's why I said, like, that's why I'm like, I would much rather like build my fan base over here. That way, if y'all want something from me, like, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want like exclusive content, you want me to do this, you want me to do that, you want to hop on the game with me and shit like that, like, I don't have a problem with that. But just don't, like, bro, I know artists like that, and and like I say, it's cool if you don't, if my music ain't for you and you don't fuck with it, that's totally fine. But if that's your only way of supporting me, for real, then I'm cool. Then I'm cool. Yeah, I'm good. Cause whack is crazy. Saying the shit whack, that's crazy. You can say it's not for you, but whack is crazy. Yeah, whack is crazy. Right. What's happening? Ooh, so that's what that do. Okay. Didn't know that. Oh, yeah. I should have known if he got that skin already. Yeah, you out there spending all your money. You got it, gang. You deserve it, sir. Have at it. All right, y'all. I think we're gonna get up out of here. I've been running my mouth too goddamn long. I think I know we've been on here for well over an hour, because I think I started around like 3:30 or some shit like that, and it's 5. So we gonna go ahead and end it right here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Oh yeah, and if we gonna sit here and actually listen to me and learn what the fuck is going on, can you go see if the music is actually worth listening to? I put a bunch of old stuff out on my playlist. It's called MF Playlist. MF Music is what it's called. MF Music. It's just a playlist on the page. So if you get a chance to go check it out, then shit, go check it out. Comment, like, subscribe, tell me what you think. You know, because I'm not above criticism either. I just genuinely think I'm dope. I genuinely think the music is really good as far as like being different, as far as being me, you know, being unique to myself. I don't sound like nobody, and I never really have. But that's why I've always kind of kept my music to myself, because I'm like, I don't sound like nobody, and everybody else sound like somebody to me. So I've always felt like y'all not gonna like my music, because if I don't sound like somebody else the same way other artists do, then y'all not gonna like my music. Cause I've always felt like that. Like street niggas, I'm like, y'all always sound like somebody else. I've rarely ever heard somebody that either they always sound like somebody. And for me, I'm not mad at that. If you spitting like, okay, if you gonna sound like NBA Youngboy, then spit more lyrical than him. Spit more bars. And I don't mean like lyrical miracle schmiracle shit. I mean like, give me half NBA Youngboy and half Lil Wayne. Like with the bars. I'm talking bars. I'm talking like real bars. That's all I'm saying. If you gonna go there, I don't care that you want to sound like fucking Yeet. Like if you gonna sound like Yeet, that's fine. If you gonna sound like Lil Uzi Vert, that's fine. Then give me better lyrics. Give me something that they're not giving me. If you want to say, because if you want to sound like Lil Uzi Vert been rapping for a while, so he kind of killing y'all as far as lyrics right now. So if you want to sound like that, then I say some shit that he not saying. What's going on in your life that you can kind of say that's cool that he can't say? Because there's some shit that you doing that he can't do, because he's a superstar now, and you can make your shit sound cooler than his. But if you just gonna sound just like this nigga, then get the fuck out of my face, bro. I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Niggas be swearing up and down they hard and they sound just like somebody else. And just because you sound like somebody else that don't nobody listen to a lot don't make you hard either. Just because you sound like MF Doom don't make you hard. You still sound like somebody. Niggas be killing me. They be thinking just because they rap like Currency, all of a sudden, now, no. It's just people don't know who Currency is around you. A lot of people know who Currency is, and you still stealing somebody's style. Fuck out of my face. I don't know why people be doing that shit. That is so corny. Because they'll swear up and down that it's just the street niggas. No, all y'all do that. All of y'all do that. If I heard one more female singer that sound like fucking Summer Walker, all y'all do that. They all do that. And again, I'm not mad if that's your regular voice. If that's your regular voice and that's how you are, do you. But can you give it to me a little bit different? Can you give me a little bit of a different style to this? So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm from the era where didn't nobody sound like nobody. So, because didn't nobody sound like Future. When Future came out, didn't nobody sound like Future. When the Migos came out, didn't nobody sound like the Migos. When Young Thug came out, didn't nobody sound like that. It was weird. That's why they was able to transcend. Because it was like, well, this is weird. What is this? And people didn't like it. People hated on them. Like, I hate that. I hate when celebrities get to a certain point and now all of a sudden y'all act like it was easy for them to get there. Man, people had to go through shit for them to get there. Like, that's why I hate when people talk about Jay-Z the way they talk about him. Man, people had to go through shit to get to where they was at. It didn't just, oh, they're a celebrity, it just happened. I don't believe that that's how being a celebrity works. Even if you're working for the Illuminati. Like, I just don't think that's how it works. I think that's how some people get caught up. They be like, okay, I joined the Illuminati, so now, you know what I'm saying, I'm all good. All I gotta do is just offer them children, and I'm good. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. You think these big Fortune 500 companies was just giving away babies and that was it? No, they was marketing and advertising and giving away babies. Come on now. Work. But anywho, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm trying to upload every day. But who knows? We'll try. Other than that, appreciate y'all for being here. Thank y'all for talking to me because you didn't have to. I appreciate y'all for having a conversation with me because you didn't have to. And I think I'm gonna start going live on TikTok. But other than that, I'll see y'all on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Peace. Now how we get off here? Come on with the dumb shit. Get me out of here.